Hey man, it's DJ. Today I have another awesome recipe for you that's gonna help you build muscle, get lean, get shredded, and get that six-pack abs. Because that's just the biggest question that everybody asks me all the time is, DJ, how do I get six-pack abs? Well, the key is abs are made in the kitchen. It's all about your nutrition, all right? And think about it this way, okay? Before I get into this awesome recipe that I'm gonna give you, let me put this into perspective. Every time you want to eat healthy, you have to make a decision, right? So how many times do you eat in a day? 3 times a day, maybe? Maybe 5? Let's just say for the normal person, you eat 3 times a day. Now multiply that by 7, so you're eating 21 times a week, right? Now if you have to make the decision 21 times a week whether or not to eat healthy or not, that gets kind of hard because you're going to start slipping. You're going to say, oh, you know, why don't I just have a cupcake right now, or why don't I have a donut, or why don't I have a burrito, or some chamame because it just tastes amazing. Well, what we want to do, if you really want to get abs, if you really want to lean out and shed that stubborn belly fat, what you got to do is prepare ahead of time. So what I like to do is teach you meal prepping. This basically takes out the decision-making process, because instead of saying, hey, what am I going to eat today, and having to choose whether or not to eat healthy or not in that moment, what you have is a meal that's already, portioned out, already prepped for you. It's already clean and healthy. Plus, you don't need to go out. You don't need to spend any money. It's already there just for you. So it makes it so much easier to eat healthy when you don't have to think about it, when you prepare in advance. So today we're going to make a recipe, and this recipe is for 5 meals. And that means you can use it for the whole week. So, pick like lunch. Like say this is going to be my lunch for the next 5 days. And this is going to be lunch, or it's going to be dinner. This is going to be the dinner for the next 5 days. Okay? Does that make sense? It just makes the whole decision-making process so much easier. And before you know it, you're going to be shedding fat off your body, building muscle, and you're just going to look amazing. And you won't even have to think about it. Okay? The struggle, there's no dieting. It's all prepared ahead of time. And you just make it happen. All right, so let's get into the recipe. So first, this recipe is actually 3 ingredients. The first ingredient is ground beef. This is grass-fed ground beef. There's about 4 pounds in here. About 3 pounds. There are about 3 pounds in there. And you can divide that over 5 days. And then the second ingredient is broccoli. Now broccoli is pretty awesome. A lot of people don't know this, but broccoli has a ton of vitamin C, okay? If you think about it, a lot of people when they're sick, they want like orange juice, or like, I don't even know, like all these kind of like drinks that have vitamin C in them, but they have so much sugar. And if you really want to get abs, sugar is not going to help you get there, okay? Sugar is probably the worst thing for you because it creates fat stores in your body. So the awesome thing about broccoli is you can get your vitamin C without any of the sugar. I mean, it's just super awesome and good for you. There's tons of other vitamins and nutrients in there, but I'm not going to go into that too much detail right now, because we got the next ingredient, which is sun-dried tomatoes. These things are awesome. And the cool thing about sun-dried tomatoes is that tomatoes are actually better for you when they're cooked. One of the few fruits or vegetables that are better for you when you actually cook them, because it makes the nutrients more bioavailable. So we're going to throw those in. Not only do they taste great, but they also smell great and they're good for you. So 3 ingredients: ground beef, sun-dried tomatoes, and broccoli. All right, first thing you want to do is start cooking the ground beef. Just brown it up a little bit. All right, cool. So the next thing, once the meat is browned, add the sun-dried tomatoes. Make it all delicious. Let me show you guys what this looks like. Smell it. Super good. So you let that cook for a little bit, maybe like a minute or 2. And then you add the broccoli. All right. Oh yes. Check it out. Look how good that looks. Wish you guys could smell it. It smells amazing. Sun-dried tomatoes. Oh man. While the broccoli is cooking, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. Some pepper. It takes about 10 minutes for the meat to get brown before you add the sun-dried tomatoes in. Then you let it simmer for another 10 minutes once everything's in there, so all the juices start to flow in together and make it taste really good. Then lastly, what you want to do, because you're not going to eat this whole bucket, right, this whole bucket of food, you're going to get some containers, some Tupperwares, however many you want for the week. Usually I divide it over 5 days. But if you want to make smaller meals, then you can do, 6 or 7. So say you have 3 pounds of meat and you divide it over 6 containers. That means you have 8 ounces of meat in each container. So you have 50 grams of protein in each container. So it makes it really easy when you grab a meal to just go ahead and grab one. And you know right there that you have 50 grams of protein and a whole bunch of good nutritious vegetables to go with it too. So that's pretty much it. It's really simple, 3 ingredients. You got the ground beef, the sun-dried tomatoes, and the broccoli, and now you have a super amazing, delicious looking meal that's packed with protein, got the vitamins, nutrients from the tomatoes and the broccoli, and it's just so easy to stay consistent when you have a meal that's ready for you on the go anytime you need. Just pull out of the fridge and you get it, and you get your 6-pack abs without even thinking about it. So if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. If you want more recipes, click this link right here. Check these other recipes out. Plus, don't forget to subscribe. Click this button right here, and I'll see you next week. Take care.